Honestly, I'm just glad I got 40 seconds in before realizing that my OBS wasn't recording my microphone. Alright, but now that that's solved, I regret to inform you that May has not been exciting. If you expected it to be, I'll just take that as a sign of me being a good persuader. Alright, let me start with the obvious. I have not played on my Greg Tech world pretty much all month. I got like an hour's worth of recording, and it only looks like I've done a lot because of the house, which I did back in April, and just didn't get any recording of. So you know what? That counts for something. You know, my attention is primarily on my main channel now, except for the first 2 weeks. I'll get to that. My focus priority is on my main channel, doing recordings for that, editing videos for that, all that fun stuff. So my attention has waned on Greg Tech. It'll go back in like September when I move back out for another year of university, and it'll mean my upload schedule on the main channel slows down again. These things go in and out all the time. I pretty much just decided to start furnishing the house because I didn't want to do anything substantial while I didn't remember how to play Greg Tech. Though of course the game refused to make it easy. Crafting recipes are insane. But yeah, I guess I can't really talk about the game at all. Let's move on to YouTube. So like, I have no clue why, but for the first 2 weeks of May, I just didn't have the motivation to do that last like 2 or 3 hours of work on that Risk of Rain video. But it's out now, so you can't complain anymore. I got that done. I am preparing to get started on the next video. At this point, I not only have 2 projects in the works, although I just got an idea for a quick third one I could do, so that might end up being my next video instead of the other 2. But those 2 projects would be the Rain World one and the big one, or what I'm referring to them as. Although, you know, those are just like the working titles. They may or may not be more or less Rain World and Big, respectively. And as I just mentioned, I got an idea for another short video that I could get out probably quickly. I hate making promises, but hey, I might be able to get it out in June. I did notice I uploaded the Risk of Rain video and it's kind of bombing, which sucks. I mean, I knew there had to be consequences to not uploading for months. I just don't think my YouTube channel is cut for success just yet. It'll probably have to wait until I graduate. That's in 2 years, so we're almost there. I don't usually ask for anything like this, but I don't really care too much about subscriptions. Views though, I like views. But since I upload every couple of months, I feel like the algorithm isn't doing me any favors. So if you care enough, the notification bell, setting that to all would do wonders. Like if you genuinely enjoy the videos that I make, then you should probably hit that. Although, to be fair, I'm saying this at a point where this message probably isn't going to get out to any of those people. One day. All I need is one more good video and I think I'll reach 10k, which is really exciting. Alright, let me talk about life. The life section, that's fun. The weather finally got warm, my god. But it got really warm really quickly, and I know from enough life experience that that doesn't happen without consequence. And sure enough, I was right. The first little burst of heat that we got was followed up by several nights in a row of thunderstorms. Which, you know, I needed some excitement in my life, so I'll take that. I'm a bit late to mentioning this one, considering it actually happened in April, but I noticed recently that the number of provinces and territories in Canada, plus all 50 states, is equal to 63, which is one short of a square number. So I just thought to myself, couldn't I make like an 8x8 bingo board of license plates? Because sometimes going on like a small, even a large road trip, with like my family, sometimes we'll see a foreign license plate and be like, ah, that's cool. And then I don't know, I put those 2 ideas together and now we've got like a little bingo board of license plates that we are looking for. And I have an image of everything we had up until that point. And I just want to see how long it takes to get all of them. It'll probably be years. There are some really niche ones, like a lot of them from the American Midwest is probably going to take a while because not a lot of people live there and it's reasonably far away from where I live. But yeah, I was just kind of surprised at everything we've seen so far. My summer classes have started and they're a bit busier than I was expecting, but still plenty of free time for me to work on videos. I'll be more active in July and August. I've only got 1 class at that time. Something interesting that I noticed is that I think I'm losing interest in Nintendo games as a whole. Like, I didn't get Donkey Kong Bonanza, I got Kirby Air Riders, but to be fair, I kind of had to. I loved Air Ride, was waiting for a sequel forever. Skipped out on Tomodachi Life, skipped out on the Mario Wonder DLC. I don't know. I think I'm losing interest in that stuff. I might still buy the occasional Mario and Kirby game, but there aren't really any other things catching my attention there anymore. Which I think is interesting, because it's something I could do something about, I just don't want it. I realized I didn't have much to say and I talked really fast this time around, so this episode's not going to be very long. Oops. Maybe I'll record an actual video right after this. Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, a bit of a short one this time around. Doubly so by me talking fast. Sorry about that. But like I gotta go. I gotta do things. I'm busy.